So I'm going to do a get ready with me, like a chatty one. I have a work banquet to go to tonight. So that is what I am getting ready for. So yeah, I just thought it would be nice to sit down. Welcome to my living room. And yeah, I thought we would just, chat and catch up, and I'll do my makeup. So I'm just going to spray on my priming spray, the Skindinavia Oil Control Priming Spray. I really like this stuff. It's so lightweight that it just feels nice on the skin. It's not like so heavy or anything crazy. So I'm gonna start with my eyes as I normally do, but yeah, let's catch up. I didn't really post much in July. And there are a couple of reasons for that. The first one was I was just really busy. I'm working 2 jobs this summer, so that's, a lot. And in July, it's a peak of the season for both jobs for me. So that's, it was just crazy. I was working like anywhere between 70 and 90-hour weeks for the last 3 weeks. And then the first week I was actually gone. So that's kind of been a big reason of why I haven't been filming, is because I seriously didn't have the time. But things are slowing down. Yeah. So let's talk about Nashville. I went to Nashville for a week. I was chaperoning high school girls. There was 11 of them for a national conference thing. That's really all I'm going to say about that. But, I did not enjoy high school. High school was rough for me. I had a couple friends, like close friends, but they were a couple years older than me. So they graduated and left, and I kind of felt like alone and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, there was just some really mean high school girls, and I was bullied, and it wasn't a great experience for me. And chaperoning these high school girls, it just brought me right back to that feeling, and it was really sad, and I tried to get them to be nice to each other, and they're just cliquey and whiny, and I don't know, just nothing could please them, which was really tough, because I am a people pleaser, but just nothing could make them happy. And it's kind of like, if you didn't want to come, you shouldn't have come. Really what it boiled down to. But there were some great experiences there as well. It wasn't all bad, and majority of the girls were really nice. It's just the ones that aren't so nice are the ones that stick out. So, and it's too bad, but they definitely didn't have as much fun as the other girls, the nicer girls in the group. So you kind of get what you put into things, and I definitely believe that's true in most aspects of life. But anyway, so we were there the first 7 days. So we were there for 4th of July, which was so cool. We got to see the fireworks, which they told us they were the biggest fireworks in the U.S. this past year, but I don't know if other cities just claim that as well, but whatever. I don't know. They were really good, though. It was like 45 minutes of straight fireworks, and they had the symphony playing along. It was just really neat, and it was something that I always see pretty decent fireworks, but I mean, these were really, really good fireworks, so that was fun. And yeah, I don't know, it was exhausting. It was work, chaperoning is not fun. You don't get to do what you want to, which is fine, because you're there, to keep them safe and everything. And I came home just really mentally exhausted, just from it all, And what else happened? Oh, I had some construction at my house when I got back too, so that was really draining, just because I had construction everywhere, in my living room and my kitchen and my bathroom and my bedroom. It was just little things, nothing major, just little things, but still, it was like I came home from work, or I'd be here, and it was just people in my space, and it's just not, I don't know. I'm definitely a homebody. I like my space. This is where I relax, is at home. It's where I unwind. And so just having people in my space and not being able to clean up and get it back to the way I want it to, because, construction was going on, was also kind of hard and exhausting in its own way. So yeah, otherwise I've just been working a lot, like I mentioned, but it's been good. I'm definitely not complaining about the paychecks. That's totally fine with me. And I really enjoy my job. So I'm working at the pool I've worked at for years. Not so much during the day, but in the morning, and helping out with special events as needed. And then my other job, I'm at a healthcare clinic, so I've been working there quite a bit and filling in on top of my regular hours and doing projects and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really good. And on top of all of that, I do have 2 classes this semester. I actually, my final just opened up today. It's open for the next 2 days, so I'll take that and then I'll be done because I only have 1 final, which is awesome. Sorry, I just gotta look in the mirror a little bit closer. So yeah, and then I'll have my fall semester coming up with my last 4 classes, and then I will be done with undergrad, and hopefully I'm also in the process of starting to apply for graduate school. So I hopefully will start that. I'd love to start January, but I don't know if I'll start that soon. I might wait a little bit. I need to focus on this really quick. I might wait until like summer or fall of 2018 to start graduate school, but yeah, we'll see how that all plays out. It depends where I'm working. I do need to transition into a full-time position pretty soon in the January time. I will be moving as well, so I need to both save up more money, but also you have to show how much money you make, and I need to be making enough to be able to be accepted for apartments and stuff. So that's kind of something on the back of my mind as well. But yeah, that's kind of the life update aspect, if you will. But as far as filming, like I said, obviously been really busy, but I also haven't had like a big desire either. I think part of it is because I was feeling so overwhelmed and exhausted. And so my kind of philosophy with YouTube is to film and do it when I'm feeling up to it, and feeling like I want to. I don't want anything to be forced. And so that's kind of my philosophy behind it. And I might take breaks from YouTube, and I know it's not like ideal, but I don't want to force content either because I feel like it's not as good. I don't like watching people when they are doing forced content, and I've kind of also had the philosophy that to film videos that I would want to watch, both content and the style of it. So yeah, that's kind of something as well. What else can we talk about? I have been doing some volunteer stuff this summer. That's something that has kept me busy as well, but a good busy. So this summer, and I will continue to do this because I have just fallen in love with the opportunity, but I have been volunteering with hospice patients. So patients who are actively dying, they're projected 6 months or less, living. And so it's been something that I have really learned a lot from. It helps me with my, healthcare goals. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I don't think I said it. I want to get my master's in healthcare administration and run, clinics, hospitals, healthcare, settings. So anyway, yeah, so something that, hospice, death and dying isn't talked about much, and I have had a couple experiences with very close loved ones passing, and hospice was something that I didn't really know about until those people had to go into hospice, and even so, with a little, I guess, involvement that I did have, I wasn't really sure what it meant. So I'm using the Sonia Kashuk Satin Matte Foundation. It's kind of like a medium coverage, and it smells like bug spray, but it goes away. So anyway, but yeah, hospice. So I've been volunteering with 3 ladies this summer, and they're still, as of today, with me, so that's nice. I visit them once or twice a week for a couple hours. It depends. 2 of them are in memory care, so they are, have dementia and Alzheimer's and things like that. And then one of them is not in memory care. So she's one that I'm able to have like an actual full conversation with. And the ones in memory care, if you know anyone with dementia or Alzheimer's, it can be hard to have a full conversation because they get confused, and it's hard to find words to make sentences and things like that. So yeah, the 2 patients I have in memory care at different levels. One can still, her when we chat, it's all over the place, but she can still communicate pretty well, and the other one really can't communicate much anymore. So it's just been a lot of learning, but it's like good, and I think it's beneficial for my life. I think it's helpful for anyone. I do have family that has dealt with Alzheimer's before, and it's a pretty predominant concern in the country with our elderly folks. So I don't know, it's just very interesting to me. Those things don't bother me too much, and I definitely have the perspective that I'm just trying to make their day better. The one who can speak really well and she's not in memory care, she has family that visits her, but she's still lonely, and she tells me that, and it just makes me feel good, that and kind of gives me a sense of purpose when I go to visit and stuff, that if I'm there for 20 minutes or if I'm there for 3 hours, that's that much more time that they weren't alone. So that's something that I've been up to as well. With privacy and HIPAA and stuff, I can't talk too much about it, but that's kind of what I've been up to as well, and it's just been such a rewarding experience, and I've really, really enjoyed it, and I've learned so much more about hospice than I thought I knew before, which is, again, something I think is beneficial. So yeah, been doing that. Otherwise, pretty low-key when I do have some time off. I'm trying to relax and kind of make the most of it. I think I mentioned on my channel recently, in the last month or whatever, that my best friend moved back. So she is in Minneapolis area as well. So that's been really fun because we've been able to hang out quite a bit. We try to do something every week, whether it just be, like happy hour or actually going and doing something. So this past week, we went to adult night out at the zoo, the Minnesota Zoo, and it was so much fun. So tickets are $10 and you're there. You can go in at 6 and it closes at 9, so it's for 3 hours, which is perfect because if I were going to the zoo, I probably wouldn't spend more than 3 hours anyway, and it's definitely way more than $10 to go to the zoo, during the daytime. So it was nice. They had alcoholic beverages for sale, so we got 1 or 2 of those and walked and chatted and saw all the animals, and I haven't been to the zoo in a few years, so it was really fun, and yeah, it was nice. I really enjoyed it. I don't know, I would go back next summer. I don't feel the need to go back again this summer, but it was really fun. And if you have a local zoo that does something like that, check it out because it was nice. You had to be 18 or older to go. Not that they carded at the door, but it was definitely no kids around, which I know some people appreciate for multiple reasons. So yeah, it was fun, and I'm really glad we did that. Otherwise, we've just been hanging out. She has a dog and I have a cat, and they get along really well, so we do things with them too. And yeah, it's just been really good to be back in Minneapolis. If you don't know, this is where I grew up, so it's been fun. And yeah, I just have my cat with me, and we're kind of doing the whole adult thing. I don't want to say adulting because I really don't like that term, but we are figuring life out slowly and getting our shit together, if you will. So yeah, I'm excited to be done with my undergrad soon. Otherwise, I've been setting some pretty aggressive financial goals for myself, and I'm really excited that I've been on track. I have met one of them, but I have multiple goals, you know, like for the end of the year that I would like to accomplish. And it's just really cool to see that I'm disciplined enough right now to do that, and I'm doing my best. You know, I'm building up an emergency fund, and, you know, that kind of a thing. And it's something that I've just been really interested in this past year, but now that I am, you know, totally on my own. Before I had roommates and stuff, and right now I'm totally on my own, and, you know, it's something that financial freedom and independence is really important to me, and I'm lucky that I only have very minimal debt, and I'm working to pay that off, and it should be paid off before the end of the year. That is a goal of mine, so I'm pretty excited to see that number dwindle each week when I pay towards it and stuff. So yeah, that's been fun. But yeah, that is pretty much it for a life update. I wrote a little list of things I want to talk about, but like I already hit everything. So yeah, I don't know. As far as like makeup goes, I have been wearing, you know, some to work. I haven't been posting much, you know, and I'm not really doing, I have my rolling 5-pan, but that's about it, other than my year-long Project 20 pan that I'm working on as well. Otherwise, I don't have any like crazy projects going on. I'm kind of trying to use everything in my collection and really decide if it's something I want to keep or not. My last video I posted was the 1 month 1 palette, and I ended up getting rid of a palette, so that was really nice to know that like I'm becoming less attached like emotionally and mentally to things. Like there's not the sentimental value there as much as there used to be. I mean, there's still some, don't get me wrong, but what am I looking for? Where is that little stinker of a brush? Ah, there it is. So, you know, that's kind of nice to know that I'm getting past that, and I think I'm seeing more like clear-minded of the products I own and if I really want them. My dream would be to have a big Z palette, like a dream, like life palette. You know, I see a lot of people do videos on it, and like all of them have pan on it, and that's amazing to me, and it's just their favorite, most perfect shades, and I would love that, to have that kind of a situation for eyeshadow anyway. For the rest of my collection, I feel like I've been able to dwindle it down pretty good, but eyeshadow has been the one thing that's like really kind of tricky for me. So that's something I want to work towards. I've thought about like depotting shades, you know, like from my Naked palettes and stuff like that, so that I can put them into a Z palette, but I haven't made that plunge yet because, I don't know, I'm just not ready to, and I'm really scared that I'm going to screw up the shadows as I depot them, and that's not something I really would like to do, but it might happen, you know. So, yeah, we'll see if I ever decide to do that. I wish I knew of someone like in my area that I could like pay to do it that was really good, you know, at it. That should be a business. I would start that as a business, but I'm not very good at it, so it's probably not a good idea. But yeah, that is kind of my life update. Otherwise, I've been working out. That's been like the one thing that's really kept me sane lately. I haven't done like a health update video. I probably should, but it's something that like in the moment when I posted that last video, I felt really good about it, and now I'm kind of like, I don't know. I probably should just, you know, film it and throw it up. It can't hurt, but we'll see. I don't know. This highlighter, I want to use it up by the end of the year, and it's finally starting to get some like bubbles and more flat, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Yeah, that is kind of it. I've been listening to quite a few podcasts and ebooks lately. I had to get a new phone. I had a iPhone 5S for longest time, and I had to get a new one because I dropped it in the water and my sound stopped working. So kind of an important thing, like couldn't get phone calls, couldn't make phone calls. Maybe I'd be like, you know, maybe I could get away with it for a little bit, but I need to make phone calls at some point in time. So I got a new phone. I now have the 7, not the 7 Plus. But even so, the 7 is so big. I have small hands. I'm only 5 feet tall, so I'm just like short, and like my arms and legs are just small and short in general. So this phone is so huge in my phone, or in my hand, and I already have a pop socket, but I don't know, like it's still, I've had my phone for about a month now, and I still am having trouble getting used to it because it's just, I don't know, really big, and I don't know, it's hard for me to use. Like before I could text with one hand, no problem. And now it's really hard for me to text with one hand, and that's just irritating to me, and I don't know. It will be okay. It's not the end of the world, but I don't know. I am kind of bummed about it. I really liked my old phone, and it's hard for me to get used to new things, but I will, and it'll be okay. What else? I think that's like really it. I've still been watching YouTube, not as much as before. You know, I think everyone's interests kind of change over time on YouTube, and even throughout the month, I'm more into some types of videos than others, so that's part of it. But I always add things into my watch later, and then I am really glad I have them, you know, listed, and whenever I have time to watch something, or if I want to watch YouTube or have it on in the background while I like clean or cook or something, then I will have that going. And I don't know, it's nice. I've really been liking that feature of YouTube lately. But yeah, that is kind of it. I've slowly been building my work wardrobe. I have some things, but you know, like pants and things like skirts, and I don't know, like professional clothes. And it's weird because my job at the clinic, it's like such a weird, I don't know, like you can wear any kind of shirt you want, but you have to wear dress pants, and I feel like normal shirts look weird with dress pants, so I feel like I need to wear a nice shirt with the dress pants, but then I go to work and I'm overdressed, and I don't know, that kind of thing. I'm just kind of playing around. Not that anyone cares or says anything, but you know, it's something that you're aware of. But yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys. I'm going to just finish up my eyes here, and then I need to spruce up the hair, get dressed, like brush my teeth, you know, those things, put on deodorant. Yeah, that is it. So thank you if you watched this whole thing, for, you know, hanging out with me for a little bit. Let me know. Hopefully you got like ready with me or something, or you did something while I was just sitting here rambling. I'm sorry my cat didn't come visit. He's in his cat bed quite a bit, but he must be somewhere else right now. Sorry. Otherwise, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys soon with more videos. So, bye.